Hello, folks. Welcome in. Welcome in. It is Wednesday night. We've got Small Water Charters is in the house. John, welcome, welcome. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well. Crappie Slayer extraordinaire. Folks, it has been a long week, and it is only Wednesday. What's the Emmy doing? What's the Emmy doing? Want you to go to give me kisses? Give me kisses? Are you gonna settle down? Or are you just gonna cause trouble? Are you just here to cause trouble? We got Catfishing with Cuz is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. Wednesday night. I hope you're doing well. What is this obsession? Fine, I'll give you some food. Maybe that'll chill you out. This is what we do on Dark 30. We start alive and then we feed the dog. Oh boy. I assume you can get into that. One more. One more. There you go. Don't speak too much like a knife like this. All right. I know that's boogered up. There it goes. There it goes. Go eat your food. You're just getting back from the lake, trying to warm up. That's cool. Well, welcome in, welcome in. I hope the lake was good to you. I was out at the lake Monday evening, and it was not good to me. It was not good to me at all. I was trying to catch saugeye, and I didn't catch any saugeye. I didn't get any bites, and I lost like 3 or 4 lures to snacks. So it was a little bit frustrating. It was a little bit chilly. We had a cold front that blew in kind of Sunday, Monday. The rain had moved off. And we had a strong wind blowing in behind that rain, blowing in a colder temp. So it was right around 32, 31, 32, 33 degrees with a stiff 12, 15 mile an hour wind. We got Gail Southern Living is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to see you. John, there he is. Howdy, howdy. I hope you and Lindy are doing good. It was 83 today. Well, I'm talking about Monday night. That was chilly. We had last night, it got cold. I think it got down to like 18, 19 degrees for a low. And today was like a high of 31, 32. It wasn't as windy today, though. Most of the wind was Monday and Tuesday. Blowing in all this cold air. We're supposed to get a nice little warm up this weekend, but the downfall to that is it's going to rain. So Hooks and Hammocks is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to have you. We got Backbone Outdoors is in the house. Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, John, I guess 83 would be pretty beautiful compared to what we got. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I tried. I just struck out. I wanted to hit a couple new spots, and I was also trying to kind of duck out of the wind since it was cold. And those spots just did not just did not produce like I thought they might. But I tried. I'm going to get back out probably Saturday. I might be dodging rainstorms, but I'm hell-bent to get out Saturday. That might be my last trip with the boat. We'll see. Between this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, that's probably going to be it for my boating season. Mark J. Larson Outdoors is in the house. Welcome in, Mr. Flava Flav. Yeah, that's good stuff, John. Anti-Ajax is in the house. Come on in. Come on in. Y'all got 39 down there in Knoxville. That's pretty chilly for Knoxville, isn't it? Although you guys have elevation, so I imagine it can get cold there for sure. Up in the mountains. D30 at the host table. Yes, sir. Sunfish Assassin is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. Definitely hit that thumbs up. And did I hear that you hit 1,000 supporters? Congrats if that's the case. That's awesome. That's not for you. I wish Miss Ava would give you this attention that you're desperate for. This just kind of isn't the best time for Daddy to be giving you attention. Oh my goodness. Chill out. Silly Pop. Silly Pop. Yeah, I've got tonight's kind of just my hanging out. Tonight's just kind of my hanging out. We're not doing this. Do I need to put you in there? We'll go in here. We'll go in there. Is that what you want? Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Don't you even think it. I'm going to do it this way. Driving me crazy. Right, I did forget to do that part. Oh. I'm back. We got Reef Robbers in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. Feel like I missed some things now. Oh, okay. Sunfish King. You're at 570. Well, let's get you to, we'll get you to 577. I got 7 in the house. Anyway. We're going to build you up. Emmy, don't be eating that shoe either. Yeah, John, I'm looking forward to that. I'll be checking that out a little bit here and there for sure. That looks like that's going to be a good time. That'll be a lot of fun. That's also 2 thumbs up to John and Lindia. That's super cool that you guys are hosting and willing to do that to welcome in some of your YouTuber supporters and friends. And then put it out there live on YouTube. I think that's really, really cool. So kudos to you two. Crazy Christmas shoppers. Yeah, I'm pretty close to done. I think I've got probably about 3 things to go yet. One's a gift card. Two are gift cards. So shouldn't be too tough. Maybe pick up a few small things, stocking stuffer things for the kiddos, you know. But I'm pretty close to done, and that's unusual for me because I am usually the massive procrastinator. I'm usually the last minute shopper. I hate to wait until Christmas Eve. I'm not that bad about it, but it's usually the weekend before Christmas. I try to knock it all out. This year, I knew better than to do that because of, stocking issues being what they are, and the situation with the world at hand and how everything's crazy. I thought I'm better snatch up some things while I can snatch up some things. So I actually started before Black Friday, and that's unheard of for me. That is completely unheard of for me. So I was looking over my schedule, and I noticed that this isn't the first Wednesday of the month. Last Wednesday was the first Wednesday of the month. And that's usually when I don't do a theme for my live stream. I just kind of hang it out, just chit chat, idle chit chat, see where it takes us. No real plan. But this week, or this year, or no, keep getting derailed. My dog's in there tearing up an old shoe. It's not real important, but I just don't want her feeling like she can chew on whatever she wants to chew on. Anyway, I think she's mad at me because I banned her from the kitchen, from the live stream. I do a budget because I'm a dork like that, and most of last week, somehow last week was part of my November budget calendar. So I wasn't thinking that last Wednesday was the first Wednesday of the month. It just wasn't going through the brain that way. So I actually had a theme for last Wednesday. So I thought, looking at my schedule, I thought, well, I'll just plug it in for the second Wednesday of the month. We'll just do no theme, and we'll do hanging out for this week. On the schedule, I mixed it up just a little bit because if I didn't, I was going to have like 5 or 6 weeks of product reviews, January and February, because in the dead of winter, that's really, truly an off season for me. There's just not a lot to do. I try to get out and do a winter hike here and there, maybe a scouting trip here or there. But it's my channel becomes really dry in the dead of winter for content. So I'm going to roll out some product reviews, and I got to thinking, rather than do 5, 6 weeks, 7 weeks in a row of product reviews, or even mixing in a hike there, here or there, I thought, whatever I've got, I'll space that out a little bit. So this week I'm going to do a product review. Then I think I'm going to have 2 weeks of hunting, then a product review, then maybe a fishing, one or two last fishing trips of the year. Yeah, I'll get to that, John. So, just going to splice in those product review videos here and there. So that'll start this week, and then some hunting videos, and then another product review, and then fishing 1 week or 2 weeks, and then another product review, and then maybe a hike, and then so that it doesn't become redundant and the same thing week after week. John, that was actually a urinal. The pipe goes all the way into the ground, and I think some of that was lost in the video. But that type of video is super popular on TikTok, and you see that not just with it's not just about young people. There's an outdoors faction on TikTok, and I know they kind of get shut down or slammed, and people keep trying to make it work. So I just figure it's an opportunity to gain some exposure. that's a popular trend on TikTok is to do kind of a two-party video where you, the creator, are both parties. A lot of times it'll be a husband and wife where it's just the husband that's the creator, but he'll dress up in women's clothes and pretend that he's talking to his wife and he's kind of mocking his wife. So that back and forth, single creator, but being, presenting as two different parties. That's a popular trend on TikTok. So that's that's kind of sort of where the model for that idea came from. And I just, I'm sitting in the we got cranking and yanking is in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. That's where that idea came from. I was sitting in that ground blind and I thought, well, shit, who's got a urinal in their ground blind? And maybe I can make a funny video out of this. And what's really funny is when, TikTok and the shorts, it's the vertical format, right? The 16:9 aspect ratio. So I was using my phone, and of course I'm putting the camo jacket on and I'm taking the camo jacket off. I'm standing up, I'm making noise, I'm talking loudly. Now I'm in a box blind, but I'm still being very obvious. But it was late morning. I mean, it was like a 10:45, 11 o'clock in the morning. I was pretty sure the deer movement was done for the day, or at least for the morning, and I wasn't going to see anything else. That's when I started this, doing that video, and you're just recording bits of it at a time. And all of a sudden, I had like 2 or 3 segments to go, and I looked out the front window of the blind, and there was 2 yearlings about 30 yards away looking at the blind like, what in Sam hell's going on up there? Oh, it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny. Peen one's different. Streaming. So yeah, I had Wildman 307. Morgan, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Daddy Duck 365 in the house. The party can start. He's got to pee first. If only it had a good urinal. A bigger funnel. We got FCP Fishing is in the house. Welcome in, Dana. It's good to have you. It's Wednesday night. I hope you're doing well. We're talking urinals and funnels and peeing. You can't pee in the woods. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, I mean, that's the last one. That's the last video to come out of that weekend. I had I think it was 6. Was it 5 or was it 6? Let's see. There was 4 hunts. There was the preview, and there was the Schickster. So yeah, there were 6 regular length videos. That's fantastic. Well said, John. Pun intended, right? Next year, I'm going to find a blind that's got a John in it. Oh, man. God, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so I did the 6 regular length videos. And then I did 2 shorts. The one that was with the prank where he had the mice in his corn barrel, and I didn't know anything about it. which it was pretty cool that he set me up like that. He didn't tell me what was going to happen. He just said, "Hey, this is what I'm going to say to you, and I want you to go over and get the corn." He says, "But make sure when you go over there that you have the camera on the barrel, inside the barrel of the corn." He says, "All right." So I went over. I had no idea what to expect. Poor cranking and yanking. He can't have an audience. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Backwoods Hillbilly Fishing in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. So that's about all I got as far as administrative, what's going on with my channel type stuff. The rest of the night, I guess we're just going to talk about pissing in urinals and funnels and Mountain Dew bottles. Oh, I knew that was coming. Very predictable, Matt. Very predictable. What that's an interesting idea. I'll throw it out there to the chat. What are some other platforms that you guys put video content on? Currently, I post video content to YouTube, obviously, and then to TikTok. Very little. I don't know if I have like 12 shorts up on TikTok, and you just don't get noticed on TikTok unless you got to be cranking 2 to 4 a day in that world to even get noticed. It's a volume-driven environment for sure. And that's probably the same for YouTube shorts. If I was kicking out 1 or 2 a day, they'd probably get pushed more. I don't know. Between a full-time job and full-time dad, most of the time dad, I'm divorced, split parenting, all that fun stuff. But I got my kiddos, I got my job, and then, managing the house and all that. I get so much time to be a creator. So, I don't know. I just thought, YouTube and TikTok, do you guys do you put any of your videos on Facebook? Do you put them on Instagram? Me personally, I have Instagram, but I don't really like short. I don't like videos on Instagram as a viewer of that platform. I only like pictures. So I've tried to teach that app that I don't like videos because I instantly scroll past them as quickly as I can. And when there are videos and there's a series, when there are photos and there's a series of photos, I try to make sure I swipe across and look at all the pictures. Oh, Jesus. John, don't take it there. Good Lord. Right, Dana. That's exactly right. Yeah, I do this live stream and then I try to do a video, and that's about the best I can manage. Now I'll do a short here or there, but shorts are usually pretty easy, unless you're some super creative genius type that is all in for that stuff. In fact, some of my shorts, I've found it super tough to edit them. If I was smart, I would probably just put the videos into my regular video editor and then export them in the 16:9 format. That'd probably be a lot easier than what I've been trying to do. But the biggest thing, like the music or a sound that I want to add to those shorts, I wanted to move it to the back, and it wouldn't let me. TikTok wouldn't let me move the sound, and YouTube Shorts, when I was creating, wouldn't let me move the sound. So I had to take it off to another platform, create it, put the sound in where I wanted it, and then bring it back. Yeah, John, you crank them out pretty steadily. Matt, I think you're on Rumble, and I've heard some chatter about Rumble. I believe it was Backwoods Barbarian introduced us to Rumble via a live stream. Yeah, Dana, that's another level. That's another level, and I've been exposed to a little bit of your music talent. You can sure strum a guitar. Yeah, Matt. Growing little by little. That's where I think most of us are at, and sometimes I'll take a gander at a bigger channel. One that's at like 20,000 subscribers or 50,000 subscribers or 280,000 subscribers, whatever it may be. And most of those folks, maybe not all, but most of those folks have been on YouTube for 6, 8, 10 years. And a lot of them have a really high number of videos that they put out, whether that's 250, 400, 800. So, as long as your channel's kind of going on an upward trend, it doesn't matter if it's doing it quickly or slowly. We get there little by little every day. It's a marathon. That's good, John. That's good. I'm thinking this weekend, I might try to do a crappie video on Sunday. Might be sawguy crappie mix. We'll see. I'm gonna have to dodge the rain and the weather. But it's probably our last warm up. It's gonna be my last chance to get the boat out. Saturday I really want to try to focus on muskie. I usually do a last muskie trip, knowing it's the last muskie trip of the year, which I was hoping to get done in November, and it just didn't happen with deer hunting and weather. And the couple times I thought I was going to go on muskie fish, the weather was just snotty. Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100% with that, Dana. It's a long game for sure. And it's Backwoods Misfit is in the house. Welcome in. I'd like to think that all of us, if we put in 8 years, we're gonna like where we're at the end of that 8 years. And I think that growth pattern, I think it's a little bit different depending on how tight you are to your niche. For example, Daddy Duck, 90 to 95% of it, I'll probably even say 95% of his stuff is straight on duck hunting. He adds in a little bit of flavor, a little bit of turkey hunting, a little bit of bass fishing in the family pond. a little bit of working on the boat, but 95% of it is the duck stuff. And that is real tight to the niche. And I think that grows just a little bit steadier than someone like me. I'm kind of all over the board. I do a little bit of fishing. I do a lot of fishing. I do some hunting. I do some hiking. I do some product reviews. I kind of just, a little bit all over the place. So that's part of it too. If you're tight to a niche, and small water charters, you guys are really tight to a niche too. Florida bass fishing. That's 95% of your stuff. And then you add a little bit of crappie or a little bit of, day trip adventure to wherever, and that's fine. But I've got some, they're just not here. If anybody wants to be one, I'm fine with that. You guys can drop links or whatever. If somebody doesn't have somebody, that's cool. Just let me know who wants it. I'll see if I can put that out there. It's probably high time that John was made one. He's definitely a regular on my stuff. I don't know why this is. I thought it would let me do this. It's not. Yeah, Dana, your channel's pretty tight to the niche. That's fantastic. Sophia Stevens, welcome in. Welcome in. Why isn't it letting me? I don't know why I can't do this. Will it let me here? The 3 dots? No. That's not going to work. Avid Fisherman, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to have you. I did this before and now it won't let me. I don't know why it won't let me. I'm on the YouTube side trying to make someone a mod and it won't let me. Oh, the 3 dots. That's right. There. John, you should have a blue wrench beside your name. Matt, you're a good friend. I know you can trust you. You can have a blue wrench beside your name. There you go. I got moderators now. Kick some tail. That's right, the 3 dots. No, I forgot it was the 3 dots. I was trying to right click or click the decal, the icon. I forgot it was the 3 dots. Once I remembered it was the 3 dots, I think I figured it out. It's not my first rodeo. I've never needed moderators. I'm always, small crowd. I think I had one night where I got raided and I might have had 18, 19 people in the chat, but it's usually a pretty small crowd, and that's fine. That's fine. Watch hours is watch hours, Makes no difference to me. Yeah, he sure did. He got a nice buck. That's absolutely right. He that was one of them that we saw on the trail camera pictures that we were hoping that I might smack down, but yeah, that was a nice mature buck. I think he got it on the second day of gun season. That's right, avid fisherman. The icon wasn't working. I did 3 dots. I figured it out. I don't know who. I know Off the Hook is one, and I've got 1 or 2 other ones, but I can't remember who they are. But trolls. I haven't had any trolls find me yet, but I suppose it's a matter of time. Yeah, he texted me a picture, Dana, that evening. And now Lori's going to try to get one. And that's cool. That's really cool. John talking about his pretty blue eyes. Oh, man. Got my Boxy Outdoors t-shirt on. Showing some love to my brother, Todd. He has been trapping it up. I think he got a mink the other day. So, Todd, I'm going to check something here real quick. Why are you tearing up my shoe? Why are you doing that? That's not okay. That's not okay. That's not okay. This is what you can chew. This one. Silly pop. Silly pop. I'm back. I think one of my kids stole her bone. Well, I didn't steal it, but they used the bone to get the puppy to come into their bedroom, and then they play with the puppy, and then the puppy gets sent outside to go potty, and it comes back in. They forget that the bone is in their bedroom. Yeah, falcons are pretty good at catching fish. Falcons and ospreys, boy. Yeah, they're awful good fishermen, man. Especially ospreys, the way they just they smash down into that water. Hey, Bluegrass Trapping is in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to have Muskrat Adventures. Welcome in. Come on in. How you doing? A lot of times I do a theme for my live streams, but tonight it's just a free for all. I did bring up a question earlier about who puts their content on other platforms. I do YouTube and just dabble a a touch on TikTok. I don't put any of my videos on Facebook. Let me rephrase that. I don't take video clips and put them into Facebook. I sometimes put a link to my YouTube video in a Facebook group, like Lake Erie fishing. When I went walleye fishing, I might, make a YouTube video and then put that link in that group because it pertains to, what they're chatting about and all that type of stuff. Tonight's just hanging out. There is no topic. It's just whatever. Hey, glad to have you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, if you're not working, and pop on into live streams. That's what I usually do. So I don't put video clips on Facebook. I'll sometimes link a YouTube video to Facebook, but I don't put content. I don't think of that as putting content on Facebook. That's sharing my content. That's all that was posted to YouTube, but I don't post content, video content to Facebook. I don't post video content to Instagram. I only do photographs on Instagram, but that's just me. That's my personal thing. I feel like Instagram is a photograph thing, but a lot of people put videos on there. Once in a blue moon, I'll put a thumbnail for my YouTube video in Instagram, just that as a picture. It's not a link or anything like that. I have considered adding Rumble to the mix. And the reason for that is I know that TikTok is super liberal slanted platform. It's almost foolish to put hunting on there. They're eventually going to catch it and shut it down. I put some fishing stuff on there. I put hunting stuff on there, but it wasn't me killing anything. It's hunting related content, but there's no killing videos that I put on that platform, and I wouldn't. But Rumble is a platform, a video content platform that is slanted conservative. So you don't really have to worry so much about what you're doing, whether it's hunting or trapping or even fishing. If you're keeping fish, sometimes people might get crazy on that stuff. Barren wasteland. Yeah, John, you're so shy. So, I might dabble and put some stuff on Rumble. Also, as I understand it, you can. That's not okay. That's not okay. Are you just trying to get attention? I gave you. Well, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to let her in, see if that doesn't foul things up. You crazy pup. Crazy. I think I was in the middle of trying to say, when it comes to Rumble, I think you have at least the potential to earn money without being. You don't have to go through the rigmarole of getting what's the word I'm looking for? Partnered. if you were to put a video on Rumble and it somehow goes viral or gets a ton of traffic, you can get your quarter and your dollar based on how many views or whatever. I think that's part of the Rumble platform. Yes, you can get monetized and you don't have to do this 1,000 supporters and 4,000 hours. They don't have that prerequisite. I think they just have whatever their standards are for views, and they put the ads on there, and then if you meet the metrics, then you can get paid. I may have that right. I may have that wrong. I'm not sure. If Daddy Duck is still in the house, he can elaborate a little bit on that because I know he has posted on that platform. Cecilia, Raven Cat, welcome in, welcome in. It's good to have you. Yeah, see, Matt is killing it, right? He's killing it. That's what I was talking about. There's no waiting. There's no baseline requirement of you've got to meet these guidelines. You got to get so many subscribers, supporters. You got to get so many hours in a year's time. They don't have that. You just put your content on there, and if it gets the traffic, then you'll get a nickel or a quarter. So that's part of the appeal too. It's one more. It's just one more platform, and I wouldn't create different content for that platform. I would just create it, put it on YouTube, boom, put it on Rumble. And I probably wouldn't put everything I put on YouTube on Rumble. I would probably just kind of pick and choose this or that. No, Dana, I was just clarifying. It would just be the same thing. I know that, and Daddy Duck might be able to clarify this for you. There is there's like an agreement between YouTube and Rumble. When you put something on YouTube and then you put the exact same thing on Rumble, there's I think there's a little button that you push that says leave it alone on YouTube. Like if you're going to verify copyright or whatever, leave this alone for YouTube, but you don't it shouldn't be found anywhere else. But the simple point I'm trying to make, Matt, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. And I really don't want to kind of go into the full scale of it. You can have the exact same video on YouTube and Rumble, and it's not a conflict of interest. You can have it in both places. There's a way to do that. I just want to make it as simple as that. You can do it. And not get copyright, not get strike, not get YouTube saying, "Hey, you're somebody else is doing your stuff." You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah. Matt, do you want to? What might be a good idea is to grab that live stream from Backwoods Barbarian where he explained it. Just grab a link from that and throw it in the chat. Is that something you're able to do as a mod? If not, I mean, I could run and do it, but I'll see if you're faster than me. I'll see if I can find it. Jesus. There it is. There, that's helpful. I think I got it. Matt. So for anyone that's interested in Rumble and how that works, our good friend, a lot of you folks know Backwoods Barbarian, Daniel. I put his, I don't know if that's pointing the right way, but down in the chat, I put the link to that live stream. Yeah, I can add you, Raven Cat. Let me just go back. Cecilia, sorry. Oh boy. There you go. Yeah, I factor it in, Dana. But I've got a lot. I've got 3 different, I don't know I forget what they call it on the taxes. A Schedule C, is that what it's called? I've got 3 different Schedule C's because I do shipped, which is it's like a private contractor type of work, similar to being an Uber driver. Shipped is being someone that delivers groceries for a grocery store. I did that for a while, and they don't take taxes out; they just pay me. So I have to submit that. All the revenue that I get from that, I submit it, but then I also submit my expenses, mostly my mileage and a couple other things here and there. So I was doing that. That was one Schedule C. I have fish tanks. I breed fish. I've got 10 different fish tanks, and I'm breeding 4 different African cichlids. John Euler Outdoors, welcome in. So that's a second Schedule C. And then I've got my online stuff, and that's a third Schedule C that I haven't generated any revenue for, but I've submitted expenses for. So I assume eventually I'm going to get to a point where it does generate revenue, and it's not going to be a big shock that all of a sudden I'm putting that out there. Huh. I hope the one I put up is clickable. Although mine looks a lot different than hers. That looks like a Facebook one. Join Facebook. What you doing? What you doing? What? Driving me crazy. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know I have a pretty, I think I have a pretty reasonable expectation that once I reach that plateau of 1,000 supporters and 4,000 watch hours, and I'm finally in the program, that I'm gonna get like $1 the first month and maybe $1.50 in the second month. I know that it's not a big windfall. And I think that's where I wouldn't get on Rumble either because I'm looking for revenue either. If I got $5 in 2 months, that's fine. no big deal. Part of that might be exposure too. You know, as you increase your online footprint, so to speak, you expose yourself and your brand and your content to more and more people. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. The links for those folks in my banner, that's cool too. Thank you, Cecilia. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, and I don't know if there's any other platforms that I would do. I know there's a couple other ones. There's Reels in Instagram. I'm not doing that. I do think there's a few more. Yeah, if YouTube were to shut it all down, we still have a place. I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like we're out of the woods on that. It almost feels like there was one individual that was kind of doing his own thing with that sort of stuff. Outdoors with Big Matt, welcome in, welcome in. So, I think we're out of the woods, so to speak, as far as YouTube's going to really put the hammer down on outdoors channels. I don't think we're going to see that. I know people are being careful with it, but we'll see. Again, I'd like to think that once we've all been around for 8-10 years, we're going to really like where we're at. Learning and growing is a big part of this marathon too. If you do the exact same thing that you always did from day one, I don't know if you're really going to grow maybe as much as you would like to or would hope to. I've been looking really hard at cameras. I think that's going to be a big step to take my content to the next level. My action cameras are okay. My video camera is really cheap, and the footage shows that. So I think for hunting content, a good camera would make a world of difference. But I would also use that camera as a secondary camera. I want an action camera when I'm fishing to capture the action. Because, for example, I'm musky fishing. I might have 7 hours of nothing and 4 minutes of action, and I need that action captured. But what would be really cool is when I do boat a muskie, have a secondary camera that I turn on after the fish is in the net, and then when I do the hold the fish up type stuff, I've got a super good camera that's got really good sharpness and contrast and clarity. Yeah, the one I'm looking at has really good. It has good sound, but it also takes a external mic, so that could lend me to eventually buying maybe a Rode mic and adding that. I don't know if I'd do that right off the bat, but okay. So around tax return time, because I don't think Santa Claus is going to bring me an $800 camera, but around tax return time, I'm gonna get that. I think it will also serve as a good starter entry level type of camera for some wildlife photography. I want to start dabbling in that. So for a while, I thought I was going to get the Canon M50 Mark II, but that's a kit camera, and then that means buying lenses and doing all those things, and I really would rather not. The camera I'm looking at getting, it's the Panasonic Lumix 1000, and that's, I don't have a PayPal, Cecilia, no. No, I don't. I've never had. I mean, I think I have one and it's not active. But anyway, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. So this Panasonic camera, it's got a Leica 1-inch sensor, and it's got a zoom. Kentucky Hunter, welcome in, welcome in. It's got a 16x optical zoom, and that 1-inch processor, Leica processor, it's gonna take my videos and pictures to the next level. So yeah, Daddy Duck. I mean, and duck hunting is fast action. So yeah, anything where you'd have to change your focus or zoom or any of those things, that's probably not gonna fare too well. I almost wonder if a 360 camera would really serve you well. I don't know if you've looked into that. I think I caught on one of Cody's lives. He was talking about it, and he wasn't loving it. I don't know if it was him that had one or his partner, but I think he had dabbled in some of that 360 stuff, and he wasn't crazy about it. But I think the learning curve with the editing on those things is probably another level up. So that's part of it too. I like my action camera for what it's intended for, capturing the action when I'm fishing. I don't love it for vlog style stuff. I don't love it for hunting. I don't love it for product reviews, anything like up close like this, whatever. I don't like an action camera for that. But I was looking at them too. I especially like the Insta 360, the Insta One 360. It's a modular. You can have the 360 cam. You can have a wide angle action cam, and I think there's even another. It's like 3 in 1, but it's pricey. But if I was going to go that route, that's the one I'd get. But I kind of looked at the practicality of it. For me, would it be cool? Yes. Would it maybe be helpful in a couple of scenarios? Okay. Is it worth that much money for, it's helpful in a couple of scenarios? But it's not going to take anything else to the next level. I think if I can just get some of my standard, ordinary videos, just a little extra. For fishing, it would make a great secondary camera for when I get things in the boat. For hunting, I think it'll be fantastic. And then even for some wildlife photography, and pop those on my Instagram to kind of help build that up. I think it's going to be the cat's meow. So yeah, tax. Yeah, I do some stuff with my iPhone too. Some of the vlog style stuff, or I'll film shorts, obviously, with my phone. My phone doesn't have much storage capacity, so if I start, it's got a crap ton of stuff on it already. You know, my kids and all that stuff that I just kind of like to hang on to, and so I don't like to delete stuff off of it. And I find if I record 2, 3, 4 shorts, then it's like I'm at capacity. My phone's kind of barking at me saying, "Hey, you're out of memory." Blah 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 blah. Yeah, Mark, I've been watching some of your videos. You've been doing a great job. Absolutely, absolutely. I enjoyed the elk hunt video and your deer video and some of your trapping videos. Your trapping's coming along nicely this year, just like last year. That's awesome, bud. 2 thumbs up. Wow, is it 9:37? Look at me. I've rambled on and rambled on. Ah. Yeah. I've considered that. In fact, as I was shopping for cameras, some of those cameras were have a bundle, and in the bundle was like a zip drive or a separate drive, and I'll either get a bundle when I buy a camera that'll have a separate zip drive, or I'll just buy one for $20 or $30. It's probably a good idea. So, yeah, when I'm done, I'll go find. Well, I shouldn't say go find. It's not hard to find. I'll grab that link for Backwoods Barbarian's live stream where he explained Rumble, and I'll put that into the description of this live stream. So if anybody wants to come back and reference that, they'll have a link for it. Yeah. And Matt, I've explained to my dad and a couple other people that are not YouTube creators that when I started this, my mentality was to go out fishing and turn the camera on, and it'll capture the action, and I'll edit out all the idle stuff, and that'll be a video. And what I've learned is that that's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. If we all want to grow and learn and take it to the next level, we got to look at things like B-roll. We got to look at telling the story. We got to think about capturing extra stuff. We got to think like a videographer at times. And I struggle with that because I want to fish. I want to focus on the fishing and catch the fish and then present that to the camera. But it's I think that's part of that next level is getting a little bit better camera, a little bit sharper video imagery when I do get fish in the boat. Or even if I'm out deer hunting and maybe I don't have a deer that I'm going to shoot, maybe it's 50 yards away. But if I can zoom it in low light and have a good clear picture of that deer 50 yards away, that helps. That helps. I mean, the camera I'm going to get, I think if I'd have been using it when I when I shot my deer up at Chick Happens Homestead, I think it would have made a world of difference. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Dana, because a lot of people are looking for a tutorial or a how-to. That's why they come to YouTube. They want to know how to change their oil and their brand new whatever, or they want to know how to catch spotted bass in Lake Lanier, or they want to know how to, clean a shotgun, or they want to learn how to pattern ducks in a swamp, and they'll go and tune into Daddy Duck. They're looking for that tutorial, that informational, that how-to type of stuff. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Drop the camera. I've never done that. I've never dropped a camera out of my tree stand. I'm trying to think. My very first compound bow, I think I dropped it out of the stand. But it was a stand that wasn't very high up. I think I was only like 12 feet up. Yeah, and sometimes B-roll is something simple like driving up to the lake. I think of that as kind of redundant, especially if it's a lake I've been to. But if your viewer doesn't live in that area and they're just curious, they've never seen that. Again, it kind of goes back to telling the story. If it's a fishing trip, I'll give you a good example. I did a video recently of my trip to Lake Erie. Now, we intended to arrive early, and we didn't. We were hoping to get there at about 8:30, but we ended up arriving at about 9:30. And some things were forgot. Had to go back to the truck, this, that, and the other. I don't think we left the dock and got out on the lake until about 9:45, 9:50. But anyway, it was cold that morning. It wasn't very windy, but it was cold. It was like 39, 40 degrees, and it's Lake Erie. So you got to expect you go out on the water and you're not protected from the elements. It's going to be even colder. We were bundling up. We had layers, long johns and sweatpants and fleece pants and, 5 or 6 layers on, shirts and sweatshirts, fleeces. The bibs were part of it and all that. We were bundling up, right? It took us 5 or 6 minutes to get dressed. I could have filmed 10 or 15 seconds of that, and it could have been added in as B-roll. Look, this is part of the trip. We're going out on Lake Erie. It's one of the Great Lakes. It's middle of November. It's freezing cold. We'll tell that story. For me to mention it, okay, great. But the videography, the B-roll coming in, that's part of telling that story. Daniel, Backwoods Barbarian, is in the house. We got to talk about Rumble earlier, so I mentioned your live stream where you introduced us to Rumble as another videography platform. Thank you, Cecilia. And we got Tiger, Muskie, and M in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. We got the Beast stopping in. Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, the Beast. I'm going to try Saturday. And I know because it's going to warm up. And I know they're calling for rain. So I got to kind of try to dodge the rain showers and see how it goes. I can't imagine it would be crazy thunderstorms. So if it's just sprinkles or whatever, I'm definitely going to get out. The one last muskie grind on Saturday. Yeah, so I'm definitely excited for that. And then Sunday I might do a crappie fishing. And that will probably be it for the boat for 2021. Because after all, it is we're getting into the middle of December. It's probably time to hang it up. Freezer Bound Outdoors, welcome in, Adam. Hope you're doing well this Wednesday evening. Welcome in. Look at me, I'm going late. That's because I noticed my hours are slipping. I'm not super surprised. My public land hunting last year did really, really well. And my public land hunting this year has been terrible, so I haven't been putting videos for that out. So public land hunting gets a ton of search. So Google and YouTube both. So it is what it is. I did not prepare well for this season locally, and that's on me. I'll do better for next year. Absolutely. Well, folks, I think we'll wind it down here. For a no theme night, I think I rambled on pretty good. There was lots of talk about urinals and deer blinds. Talked a little bit about other platforms and about what's coming up on my channel. So, as always, I truly appreciate you watching. Tremendous support community. I really, really, really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great night.